and welcome back to another video. So today we're back here for another speed build, and today we're going to go ahead and do something a little bit different because today I'm going to go ahead and do my attempt at Simlicy's build challenge. So if you don't know who Simlicy is, she does some amazing Sims 4 speed builds here on YouTube, and the other day she just hit 100,000 subscribers, which is a crazy amount. And so, well, I've already told her congratulations, but once again, congratulations for hitting that. And she's doing a few things to kind of celebrate, one being a build challenge. So you can go ahead and get the shell off the gallery. It's actually just like a foundation sort of thing, which you would have saw at the beginning of this video. So if you just search Simlicy on the gallery or hashtag Simlicy build challenge, you can find it. And this is also up on the gallery as well if you want to go ahead and download it. My origin ID is RealThomasTV1, and I'll also go ahead and put a link in the description to the online gallery if it's an easier way for you to download it that way. And yeah, so the build kind of challenge rules here, I'm just going to read them out. So you do not have to, well, you don't change the foundation shape, which we kind of started off with. You may add fence or walls on the existing foundation. You may add as many floors as you wish and basements. No CC, and do not move the table or the toilet, but you can change the colour, and I'll explain that in just a second. And do not move existing walls, but you can add a door, an archway or windows, and train tools are okay. So if you want to go ahead and try this, the kind of end date for this is the 21st of April, so you've got about a week if you want to go ahead and try this out, and there is a code going away as well for a pack, and you can go ahead and be in the chance of winning that. Now I actually have all the packs, so I'm not entering for the giveaway, I'm just doing this for fun. And yeah, so this home has 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, and I built it here on one of the 40 by 30 lots in Willow Creek. I believe this is the one that's opposite the Goth household, yeah I think it is, and of course you don't have to place it there, but that's where I built it. And I didn't do a basement or anything, but I did do a little garage, as you can see there. And like normal, when I do garages in my speed builds, I did go ahead and change that into a gym, because I feel like it's just kind of a normal kind of use of garage spaces I've seen in real life, as people kind of put gym equipment in them. So that's what I do a lot for my builds, actually. And then we've got a kind of like a big backyard area, actually. So we've got like a big pool and also like a little greenhouse. Well, it's more like a gazebo, actually, with a glass roof, and that's got like a dining table and barbecue in it. And then there's also like a little one of those little things from Get Together. I don't know what you would call them. It's under the sculpture section in the outdoor. It's like, I don't really know what you would call it, to be honest, but you'll see it a little bit later. And under there I just go ahead and put some gardening equipment, like some planter boxes, the florist table, and also the beekeeping box as well. So back to what I was saying before about the table and the toilet. To make it a little bit more difficult, Dawn went ahead and put some items in which you cannot move, and you have to kind of work around it, which I thought was a really interesting idea. So where the toilet is, of course, I made that into a bathroom. And actually the table isn't a dining table. At first I thought it was actually a dining table, and it's actually a console table. So I went ahead and didn't realise it at first. When I came to it, I was like, oh no, I can make a mess of this, because I thought this was going to be the dining room. So I do manage to kind of work around it though, and we'll get onto that a little bit later. So this build in total only took me about 55 minutes, so this build isn't that long, and also since it didn't take me that long, I went ahead and put a few more items in than I'd normally do. Well, items, you know what I mean, like put things in the speed build video, such as me doing the floor plan and stuff like that, because I don't always show that, and I know some people do like to, you know, see that in my speed builds, which I don't always show, just for timing and stuff. So you saw a little bit of that today, and then we're just working on the kitchen now. We're going to be going back to the exterior in a minute. I was just kind of doing things in random orders. So it is actually a pretty decently sized kitchen, and it also has like a little funny shaped little wall there at the front. So I went ahead and put one of those little bay seats in. I don't know what you would call them, like a window bay seat or something, from Cats and Dogs there. And another thing as well is that when I come to finish this build, all the train pin disappeared, which was so frustrating. I've had this glitch a few times actually recently, and I know a few other people have as well. But if you don't know what it is, it's sometimes where like you just leave the game, or just do something, leave the lot, and when you come back to it, all the train paint is gone, which is so frustrating, because as you can see, there is a lot of train paint in today's build. So basically what happened was I'd finished the build, and I went back into Manage Worlds to move a sim in to go ahead and take the screenshots, and when I came back, everything was gone. It was so frustrating because I had to go back and do it all. Luckily, it didn't actually take that long. It was a little bit shorter than I thought it was, but you know, nevertheless, it was still a little bit frustrating. So I'm hoping that they do actually fix that, because I do believe there is a patch coming up next week, I believe it is. And I know I haven't actually mentioned about Maxis Monthly this my past couple of videos, because Friday's video was actually recorded in earlier of, like, wait, when was it? Yeah, I think it was the beginning of April I recorded that, as well as the voiceover, so it was a little bit, outdated, I suppose, so I haven't really, seen it, but I'm not going to kind of say everything that happened in Maxis Monthly, because you've probably heard it by now, but basically, I'll kind of give you a quick little summary, just in case you haven't heard it. So we're all getting a new stuff pack, a new game pack, and also a new expansion pack within the next 6 months, and we're also getting a new patch update, I believe on Tuesday, I think they said, where it's going to have a few kind of different things in build mode, and also 3 new careers, or 1 career and it's got 3 variants. I can't really remember. I'll have to kind of look back at that, but that's kind of the main things coming, which is really nice. And also as well, like I was just saying about the terrain tools, well, the terrain paints with them disappearing, I hope that gets fixed in this next patch, because I've seen a lot of people have this problem, so hopefully that'll be fixed as well. And yes, so we're just working on one of the bedrooms here. I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but this does have 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, so this one's kind of just a, not really any theme to it. In case you're new today and you don't know, kind of, I say this a lot, I'm kind of sick of saying it basically, but I don't do any kind of themed bedrooms in my speed builds. I just like to keep them neutral, so it's easy for you to fit any type of family into one of my builds. And this here is the study, so I just went ahead and put a little bit of a different wallpaper on just to switch things up, but in general I kind of went for a very light colour scheme. And also went ahead and used green siding on the exterior, which I don't do a whole lot of actually, but it is something a little bit different, and it's not like too out of the ordinary. When you think of putting green siding on a home, it doesn't really sound that right, but it actually looks pretty nice. So I've done that a few times, and I did it here today as well. And we've got like a big kind of dining room as well, which has the glass roof section. Well, not the glass roof section, it's got big glass windows. I was going to go ahead and put a glass roof on there, but it kind of made the roofing a little bit difficult. I think I might have cut that out, but you may have seen a little bit of it like at the start. I can't really remember, but did have a few issues with that, so I just went ahead and made that like octagonal room sort of thing where the dining table is. I put that on the top floor as well, and there's actually like a bedroom in that area. So I also went ahead and put a laundry sort of room in this build, where the back porch is and the back door. I went ahead and put a few counters in there, as well as the washer and dryer, so you can go ahead and use laundry in this build if you want to. I don't always put laundry in my builds, and I kind of come back to that in a second, but this is the table that I thought when I came to it was actually going to be a dining table, but it's not. So I was like, what on earth can I do with this? Because I was like, I tried to put a wall behind it, but the dining table, well, the table doesn't actually back onto the wall. There's like a little bit of a gap, if that makes sense, which is really frustrating. So I was like, oh no, what am I going to do? So I just went ahead and got some dividers from City Living and kind of just made it as like just a room divider really, and I just put a few kind of things on there, like a little drinks table, and also just a little like a candle thing. And I went ahead and put a seat on the other side, just as something else to put there. And also we've got a big bar area here too, probably a little bit too big, but you know what, it's okay. And we've also got the little dining table there, with a big glass roof where you can look out on. And kind of going back to what I was saying about the laundry, now this is actually the laundry area here. And I don't actually put laundry in my builds anymore really, because I know a lot of people don't play with it. I kind of stopped playing with it in my own gameplay as well, just because I was having so many more glitches with it than it actually worked, I found, most of the time. So I kind of just went ahead and stopped using it, and because I wasn't really using it, I stopped really building with it as well, if that makes sense. So I haven't really done one in my build for a little while. Well, actually say that, the build on Friday, the Sugar Plum Avenue, that one actually had a laundry room in it, but I don't really do them that often. So if you want to go ahead and take it out and put something else there, then feel free to do that. And also as well, I only put 1 laundry basket in, no, well, 2 laundry baskets, I think in this bathroom here, I believe, and also next to the washer and dryer itself, because I feel like sometimes when you have a lot of laundry baskets around the house, I've noticed from my own gameplay that sometimes it's a little bit frustrating trying to go around them all. So I feel like if there's just one location where they are, it's a little bit more simpler, I think, so that's what I went ahead and did here. And also the toilet that I was talking about earlier as well, that's actually downstairs. That was actually, I didn't think about that you can't actually move it when I did the floor plan. So you would have seen how I did like a little, just a tiny 1x1 room behind the toilet in that bathroom there. So it actually turned out okay, but I was a little bit worried thinking I made a mess of it, but it actually turned out alright. And I actually don't do a lot of build challenges. I've noticed that. I used to do them quite a lot, but I've stopped doing them for some reason. I don't really know why. So it was really fun to do this. It's just a little bit of a change. So this is one of the other bedrooms here. You can see it's got that same little little pop out as the kitchen did, so I went ahead and put one of those little seats there. And this room is actually pretty small, so I didn't put a whole lot in it apart from that and the dresser and the main things. And yeah, and also just a quick little thing I wanted to mention is that I actually opened up channel memberships on my channel yesterday. So if you're interested in joining that, then feel free to do so. Basically what it is kind of like a support system where you can go ahead and support me by a monthly payment, and you get a load of different bonuses from it. So I'm actually going to talk about this in Sunday's mantra build in a little bit more detail, as I'm kind of focusing on the build challenge today, but that is there. If you already know about it, then you can go ahead and take a look. If not, I'll explain a little bit more about that in Sunday's video. And yeah, so we're just working back on the exterior now. And we're kind of just working on the backyard area, put a little bit more landscaping in, and it's pretty much the same as all the other landscaping areas in the build. So I did actually cut a bit of it out in today's build because it's all very repetitive. And that was that little glass roof sort of thing from Get Together I was talking about, where I put the gardening area. So I just used that as kind of like a sort of like a, I don't know, just like a roof thing, without making like an actual greenhouse room, because there wasn't really the space for it. So I just went ahead and put a few things under there. And then this is the last room that we're going to be working on, which is the gym. It's pretty similar to all my other gyms that I do in garages, so it's got a few treadmills, it's also got a yoga mat and also a boxing punch bag thing, I couldn't think what it was called there, and also one of those other machines which I can't think the name of. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here and leave you with the screenshots. I really hope you enjoyed. In the comment section down below, let me know about what you thought of it. If you have any more ideas for other builds or anything else you want to see on the channel next, that'd be really helpful to hear. Leave a like, share and subscribe if you haven't, and you can go ahead and download this from the gallery. My origin ID is real Thomas TV1, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!